Welcome to Warriors for Christ, where we hope to encourage, inspire, and bring people closer to Jesus Christ. And today's episode is called Warriors United. Jesus Christ.
Hey everybody, today is going to be kind of a unscripted podcast today. So with a heavy heart, I must say that our manager, Alan, has left the podcast due to personal reasons, so he won't be really joining us. He might join us once in a while.
Yeah, as a special guest.
As a special guest from time to time, but as far as we're aware, he will not be joining us anymore.
But he has been a big help to us in getting us where we need to be today. Thank you for that, Alan, if you're listening.
Yeah, if you're listening, Alan, thank you for helping us get to this point. But today, actually, we have somebody else here today who's going to be helping fill in his void. Nick. I'm sorry, I don't know why. I had a brain fart. I'm sorry. Nick, how you doing today, Nick?
I'm doing pretty well, man. How are you?
Pretty good. So, I'm just going to ask the basic questions, how's life going? But, how's life going? How's everything going good?
Yeah. I mean, life's treating me well. I mean, especially during these times, I get around.
Mm-hmm. Now, what's really gotten you close with God? Like, what really made you want to be on the podcast?
Well, other than that, of course, I like to do anything to help out anybody, and I'm also the man for PR and stuff, Of course, I've gotten this podcast out, on my socials and everything.
We appreciate you for that.
Our PR man.
But, it sounded like a great opportunity, too, and honestly, on top of that, learn a little more about Jesus.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do it, too.
No,
Gives you an excuse to crack open the Bible and read new stuff.
Mm-hmm. Now, what's really made you want to get close with God, by any chance? Or if you're not close, what's wanting you to get closer to Him?
To learn, to worship maybe a little more.
Mm-hmm. Now, a little bit of background about Nick here. I've actually worked with him, and me and Austin actually have worked with him at the YMCA. And, he's really fun to be around. He's really fun to hang around. So, of course, he was our number one pick for trying to help with Alan, with the void that Alan left. But, Nick, he will be joining us from now on. I will be the new kind of manager. And
I'll still keep doing what I'm doing as the host.
Yeah, he'll still be the host. And Nick now is going to be the co-host. So, it's going to be weird being a little bit of manager, but, I like the title. So, but also today what we're going to discuss is a bit of, from each of us, what our plans are going forward with the podcast, because I have had a few questions like, where's our direction, or, where do we plan on taking this, podcast, from the ground up. It says we have gotten at I would say a pretty relatively stable point.
Yeah.
We're going to try and get a bit better at it. So Austin's got a few things he wanted to say.
My vision eventually is I have a camera we might be able to use eventually get us, because we have a YouTube page now. Just search Warriors for Christ, and please like and subscribe on there. But anyways, I have a camera I might be able to use like for the YouTube live, where you guys can actually watch us and we can like act out different scenes like Alan did that one time.
That was interesting.
I think it'd be better if they can like see actually like our face and expressions and stuff.
Now, if we do the whole video thing, I am going to be wearing like a Crusader like mask.
Yes. We can all like dress up and like have
I think that would be pretty
stuff.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. But that's one of our visions for right now, for where we're taking this or what we're doing this for. Just to iterate, actually, why we are doing this is one, for each of us to learn more about the Word. We're gonna have different topics each week for right now for season 1. We're going to have, again, like, different topics. So, like, I know we're going to have sin at one point. We have trust. We're going to actually go over the Bible.
And we're going to have prayer one time.
Yeah, we're going to have prayer. So, we have a lot of pretty good things coming up. But our thing is to really just pick a topic, try to find stuff in the Bible that relates to that topic. Discuss it, see how we can relate that to our everyday lives. Because, how else would we? I mean, it's just if we just read it and just don't do anything about it. I mean, there's no point of reading the Bible if we don't take anything away from it.
I think it's important because all of you listeners they might be able to relate to one of us or what we're going through, and we can be able to help them and even like encourage and inspire them. Because if that one person we help change their lives through this podcast, it'd be worth it, everything we do.
Now, Nick, do you have any? I know you kind of do, but is there anything that you wanted to see from the podcast from us?
Well, of course, definitely for it to grow. You know, of course, right now it's small, but like a lot of things, you start small and you work your way up. And you hope for the best for it. So, of course, that's one reason. And, of course, another reason, to get people to listen, to, give credit to, the small independent podcasts versus bigger ones like Joe Rogan and so forth.
Yeah.
Well, maybe now that you're on it and you said like how you like to advertise us, maybe more of your friends will want to listen to it because you're on it.
And I've had a few that asked me a little more about it, so I'm going to keep that going.
Also, another thing that I forget if I actually said this on the podcast or not, but also if you guys can send us your questions on our Instagram or just our email,
or even comment on our YouTube.
comment on our YouTube, asking questions about us. We'll have one episode we'll dedicate just to all the questions that you ask, or we'll figure out what we're gonna do with that. But for right now, if you guys have any questions for any of us about what we think about anything, or just anything about the word that you guys might want to ask us, feel free just to email us. Do you remember our email?
It's warriorsforchristpdc@gmail.com. And you can also, for those Apple users like iPhone, you can also text that, and we have a number through that, the email.
And the Instagram that I'm over is Warriors for Christ PDC. So if you guys
and the YouTube's just Warriors for Christ.
So if you guys ever feel, hey, we got some questions for you guys, it'll be great help just to, type them up, and we'll be happy to answer them all.
And if you request one of us, we can get back to you. Even if someone has a question for Alan, I'm sure he'd be happy to answer it.
And again, we do appreciate you, Alan, for helping us again with the whole podcast. And we're sorry that you had to go, but we understand personal things got in the way.
We're gonna move on, and hopefully he will, because I know he's interested in starting his own podcast. Hopefully he can do good with that, and we're gonna support him too, like he would support us.
Yes. So, again, thanks, Alan. But I think that's all we really had for our visions. For some things, I guess I would want to see from the podcast. I don't want to say once we run out of topics, but once we start running out of ideas for topics, we're going to end season 1. Where right now we're thinking about doing the podcast every other week.
Yes.
We'll see some feedback and stuff like that for that.
Well, due to, because I'm starting college, you're about to, and Nick and I are working hard and crazy now because there's not much lifeguards there.
Right. Yeah, so this life stuff's starting to get in the way a little bit. So, of course, we'll still be here. We'll still be making episodes. We love it. So, for right now, it's probably going to be every other week. And on top of that, I actually just had a brain fart. I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, we asked Nick if he would want to take the verse of the day because we feel like Alan did a good job with that, and we want to continue to do that.
Yeah, but we still have verses of the day. Austin's going to intro us. I'll outro us. So,
and we'll still do the song introduction stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
Also, so I just remember what I was going to say. So after we start running out of topics, or, stop thinking of any topics, we're going to end season 1, and we're going to start season 2, which you're thinking about doing certain people like Moses, David.
Talk more about the people that we've mentioned before too,
like David and Goliath, people like that. I think that would be pretty cool. To learn about each individual person. So that's another thing that we'll probably get into here soon. But this is really more of just a little update video,
or transition, as you'd want to call it.
Yeah, transition into what we really wanting to staple ourselves to be. But for right now, I think Nick is going to go ahead and say the verse of the day.
Hold on a second.
All right, verse of the day, Corinthians 12:25-27. So that there should be no division in the body, but that its parts should have equal concern for each other. If one part suffers, every part suffers with it. If one part is honored, every part rejoices with it. Now you are the body of Christ, and each one of you is a part of it.
Ooh, that's a very good verse of the day.
Yeah.
I think really, if I could actually start here, I think really, I think it's more like a unit, like a robot, or like a person team. Yeah, like
Yeah.
a team. So
Kind of
say,
going along with our trust.
so like if one person, splits off the team, the whole thing's gonna fail.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think it's more or less we should more cohese, including with us. We should more cohese with each other instead of trying to split off. Try to do our own things.
Unite.
Well, that's why at this time we brought ourselves together. We're going to move on from that whole situation we're going through right now.
I think that was
Yeah.
really good. Verse.
Mm-hmm.
But that seems that you guys got anything else to say? That seems.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're
no
welcome.
problem. So that seems.
Please pray for us so we can all these big things will happen.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
like we want to go big. We want to keep trying to grow with the Lord, trying to
Yeah.
grow with the Bible, and learn a lot of things from this.
Even with our faith.
Yeah. So just thank you everybody for just listening in and helping us get along with this. And we got a little bit of speed bump, but we'll get over it. But for right now, we just wanted to update you guys on just a little bit of what's going on, so you'll hear a new voice, which is Nick's, for our co-host. And I might be doing more in the background stuff, but I'll still definitely be on every episode because I'm not missing any episodes.
Oh, we need you on here too.
Yeah.
All
So-
three of us are one team.
Exactly.
So again, thank you guys all for listening and just giving us all your love and support, and we just wish for you guys just to keep supporting us. But again, that's it.
We are trying to grow our podcast, so please share us out with others. We at least encourage you to send this podcast to 2 friends or 2 of your family members. Please, guys, we really want to grow one day, and hopefully this will be a big success. But thank you guys for watching and tuning in today. All right, have a nice day.